All right, let's jump right into this explainer and take a sensory walk through the incredible food and cafe scene of Gamcheon Culture Village. If you're heading to Busan, you already know this brightly painted hillside is practically mandatory. But how do you actually handle eating and drinking while trekking up and down all those famous stairs? Well, that's exactly what we're mapping out today.
Now, you might be looking for a full meal in Gamcheon, which actually challenges a major assumption we tend to make. When we think of a South Korean trip, we picture these sprawling, sit-down Korean BBQ dinners, right? Well, scratch that for this leg of the journey. You really won't find much of that up in these hills. It's super important to know right out of the gate that Gamcheon is far more of a cafe village than a restaurant hub.
Instead, you're looking at views and suites, mostly. The entire village basically runs on this buzzing, vibrant culture of rooftop cafes and sweet street snacks that are literally designed to fuel your climb. You're trading a heavy meal for a dynamic, grab-and-go experience. You're swapping a massive dinner for a solid iced coffee and a truly world-class view over those iconic painted houses.
So, the key here is to manage those expectations. Think of Gamcheon Village purely as your coffee, snack, and rooftop view destination. Enjoy the aesthetics. Then, when you're actually ready to sit down for that massive Korean barbecue or fresh seafood feast, just head 10 minutes downhill to Nampo and Jogulchi Market. The culinary landscape completely opens up down there at sea level. Okay, let's get into it. Part 1. The high ground. Rooftop cafes absolutely worth the climb.
Let's start our virtual tour exactly how you should start your actual visit. Up high. The undisputed king of the hill is Coffee at House over on Ogcheon Row. This is an artsy, multi-floor spot famous for a top-floor terrace that just perfectly frames the entire painted hillside. Seriously, if you've seen a breathtaking panoramic photo of Gamcheon online, it was almost certainly taken right here. The coffee is solid, but make no mistake, you are here for that view.
But, fame definitely comes with a crowd. This brilliant piece of insider advice from transport writer Callum Reed hits the nail on the head. Because Coffee House is so popular, there is a literal queue for the top floor view by midday. So you've got to strategize. Go before 11 a.m. or after 4 p.m., or just accept the reality that you're waiting in line for a photo that everyone else wants too.
Now, what if that famous terrace is totally packed and you just don't want to wait? Well, you've got backup options. Woo-In Cafe is the perfect, calmer alternative. It gives you a fantastic multi-level view that's almost exactly the same stunning panorama, but it's much quieter and way more reliable. You could just grab a colorful smoothie, snag a window seat, and chill out without dealing with massive queues.
On the flip side, if you're looking for something just outright fun over serious specialty coffee, you have got to check out the Blue House on the Stairs. This place is a 3-story cafe completely dedicated to a sky theme, and their big gimmick is honestly amazing. They pile these enormous, fluffy clouds of cotton candy right on top of your drinks. Cloud lattes, cotton candy smoothies, they are absolute magnets for your social feed, and make for a super fun stop.
So just looking at this quick breakdown, you can really tailor your cafe stop. We've talked about the big ones for panoramas and fun photos, but take a look at the others. If you're a serious coffee lover, Café Avant-Garde is where you want to be for specialty beans and French desserts. Or if you want a view with a conscience, Gamcheon Happy Power Station is a community cafe with a rooftop full of love locks where your money actually goes right back into the neighborhood. It's a win-win.
Moving on to Part 2, The Descent. Unmissable street snacks.
As we start working our way down the village stairs, you're going to need some cheap, sweet fuel. You want to eat as you walk. First off, grab the village's unofficial mascot, a giant rainbow cotton candy. You also absolutely have to try garanbong, which is this warm, comforting egg bread, and of course, traditional sweet hot tuk. But the real star? Siat hot tuk. It's Busan's specialty, a crispy pancake stuffed with hot syrup and crunchy seeds. If you're there in the summer heat, cool down with some local bingsu and ice cream. And hey, if you need a savory break from all that sugar, it's super easy to track down some spicy tteokbokki and fish cakes. While you're munching on those, keep in mind this awesome reality check from editor Ji-won Bae. She points out that, yeah, the cafes charge a little extra for the view, which makes sense since you're basically renting prime rooftop real estate, but the real bargain? Grabbing a cotton candy in a public alleyway and getting that exact same world-class panorama for absolutely free. You don't have to buy a pricey latte to enjoy the sights.
All right, Part 3, The Blueprint, your master plan.
Let's pull the whole shebang together into a super practical half-day game plan. It's really a simple 3-step journey. Step 1, start high. Get there early to snag that iconic rooftop view at Coffee at House before the crowd show up. Step 2, grab a cotton candy or some warm egg bread to eat as you wander down those colorful staircases. Step 3, finish lower down the hill by treating yourself to a specialty coffee or a French dessert at Café Avant-Garde on your way out.
Let's talk numbers real quick to put this into perspective. You should budget roughly 5,000 to 7,000 won for your rooftop view coffee. It's a tiny premium for that incredible location. Meanwhile, those street snacks are an absolute steal, running you only about 2,000 to 5,000 won apiece. So the walking portion of your tour is incredibly budget-friendly.
A couple of vital logistical lifesavers before you go. First, bring cash. While South Korea is highly digitized, a lot of these smaller stalls might reject foreign cards. Second, go early. This is a residential neighborhood, so most of these places wind down and close up shop by 6 p.m. Going early isn't just to beat the crowds, it's to make sure you actually get to experience the village while it's awake.
So, the final question I want to leave you with today is this. Knowing how to navigate the steep stairs, exactly which sweet snacks to hunt down, and the strategies for capturing those famous panoramas, how are you going to script your own perfect descent through Gamcheon? Are you ready to trade a massive sit-down dinner for the sweetest rooftop views in Busan? The canvas is totally yours.